my name is Eunice. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining me on this journey of mastering relaxation. Today's yoga stretch sequence is going to be for constipation and helping to move the bowels. At one point in our life, a lot of us have dealt with constipation. I've seen some really extreme cases of constipation in my experience working in healthcare. For example, a woman screaming in agonizing pain as if she was delivering a baby because of constipation. So we want whatever comes in our mouths to come out the other side because it's waste. We don't want it to sit in the body. But not only that, because of the connection between the gut and the brain, it can make you feel fatigued, have brain fog. I know whenever I'm dealing with digestive stuff or anything stomach, or like if I ever dealt with like a food poisoning type thing, I can't think straight and I can't function. So yoga is a great tool to help with that. It's something that you have right at your fingertips that you can just get on the mat or do it in your bed and stretch out and start to help aid the motility of your digestive tract so that you can start to move that waste along and find more comfort and ease in your body. So a big part of helping with constipation is relaxing, and I want to pull a restorative yoga card. So I'm going to pull one card from our restorative card deck so that we can just get a posture that helps us to relax, and we'll hold that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm going to pull a card from this deck. It's called MIGA, Yoga Pose Cards. And I love this deck. It's awesome because they have affirmations on them. So whatever pose comes out of this deck, when we hold it in our practice, I will read the affirmation that goes along with this pose. And when it comes to affirmations, I always like to note that I'm not trying to convince you of anything or make you believe it. Obviously, it's up to you to believe or to think. Affirmations are more of a way to jog your thinking cells of what does it make you feel, to inquire deeper. What does the affirmation bring up for you? Maybe you can use it as a journal prompt after the practice and go deeper and see how you feel, see what comes up when the affirmation is read. Affirmations can also be very empowering, and you can use them throughout your day. Sometimes I repeat affirmations to myself, and it's like a pick-me-up. It motivates me to get through or empower me for whatever situation I'm facing or dealing with. So I'm going to give our restorative yoga deck a shuffle. I'm going to pick the restorative card first. And this practice was suggested or asked. Somebody close to me asked me if I could do this practice. So I really hope it serves them and brings some more comfort and ease. Constipation is not fun. And I also would like to add, not that I'm prescribing anything, but I love papaya enzymes. When I was living in Central America, I ate papayas every day, and I noticed very quickly the positive effects it had on my digestive system, that when I came back to the States, I've made it a practice to buy digestive enzymes, papaya digestive enzymes, and I get them at Whole Foods or Sprouts, or you can check out your natural food store. They should have them, or even another digestive enzyme. And also drinking more water and eating more fruits and vegetables, adding that roughage to your digestive tract is going to help to move waste along. Okay, let's get a card. Let's see what comes out. How do I want to shuffle this? I don't know why this is feeling weird in my hands. All right. It's just that they're really big and long. I'm going to get just one restorative, because I don't want this practice just to be too long. Oh. Let's see. This is perfect. I'm sorry, but like tapping in to this intuitiveness of pulling cards, I love it because we always get what we need. So we're going to do a gentle open spinal twist. Now, I already had spinal twists planned for the practice because spinal twists, what they do is that they shunt the blood to the digestive tract for the moment that for the time frame that you're holding the twist. And then when you release the twist, oxygenated blood rushes to the digestive tract, giving you a detoxifying effect, but also helping with motility. This is perfect. I love it. All right, so we have our restorative yoga pose. We'll be holding that for, I'm going to say 3 minutes. Now I'm going to shuffle this little deck. These are all types of poses in here, not just restorative. And this is a cute little mini deck. Sorry, that's my phone going off in the background. Get a nice little shuffle here. This is a new deck that I've just added to my collection. So this is going to be the first time that I'm even using it for practice. So it's the first time we'll be experiencing this deck for the first time together. All right, let me just like cut the deck in 3 here. I'm so interested in what's going to come out for this. Okay, let's see what we get here. That was a stack. Let's get one. Let's get one card. Ah, that is too many. Let's get one card. One more card. Okay. Cobra pose. So we got this pose. We got a gentle spinal twist, lying flat on our back. And we got a cobra pose. I actually like cobra pose for constipation, because when you're lying flat on the stomach, as you breathe, the pressure of the abdomen pushing into the ground as you breathe, that pressure helps with motility also. So I'm going to hold it like this. These are the 2 poses we're adding to today's sequence. All right, let's get into our practice. And use any props that you feel that you may need. I will be using a bolster and a blanket. Feel free to skip or modify any of the poses. Each of the poses are optional. You can always take a child's pose or any other pose that works for you if you want to rest or skip it. Remember, the body is the guru. Honor and listen to it. Let's begin our practice seated in hero's pose using our bolster. Place the bolster between the legs. Let the hips sink into your bolster. Grow the spine long as you draw the shoulders down. Breathe and feel the state of your abdomen. Hero's pose is great for digestion and helping with constipation, because as you sit in this pose, you're cutting off the circulation from the lower half of the body, so you're shunting the blood to the upper half of the body, creating more oxygenated blood available for your digestive system to help increase motility. Begin to slow down the breath. Feel the rise and the fall of the stomach as you breathe. What do you feel in your abdomen, in your stomach? Let's take an inhale and sweep the arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, spinal twist towards the left. Use your inhalation to grow long, send the heart forward, and use your exhalation to surrender and soften into the twist. To release, arms up overhead. Exhale, spinal twist over to the right. As you exhale, send the belly button towards the spine, but without any force. Inhale, come forward to release. Place your prop off to the side and come onto a tabletop position. We're going to move through some cat-cows. The knees are right under the hips. The wrists are under the shoulders. Use your inhalation to tilt the tailbone up, send the belly down, shoulders back. And as you exhale, push into the hands and the shins, belly button towards your spine. Inhale, tailbone up, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, belly button towards your spine, round through the upper back. Take your time as you move through a few more cat-cows. We're going to release and just move the body in circles, just creating some intuitive movement, moving how the body intuitively wants to move. You can take some large hip circles. You can circle the spine in circular motions as if you were continuing with some cat-cows. Come back to center. Keep the hips right over the knees. Walk the hands forward, coming into puppy pose. You can always rest your forehead on a block or a blanket. And slightly, softly engage the abs to lengthen the back. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and soften the upper back. Inhale and push into the hands to release. Bring the big toes together and take the knees out wide for a child's pose. But first, pause with the hands pushing into the ground, sending the hips back towards the heels. You can melt your heart down and take child's pose with wide legs, or you can bring the knees back together and then melt the abdomen and the chest down, resting the upper body on the thighs. Support the head with a blanket or a block if needed, and then take your arms to rest by the sides of your legs with the palms facing up. Feel the abdomen push into the thighs as you inhale, and then sink and melt into your legs as you exhale. Push into the hands to release. And let's come to lie flat onto the stomach. Let's prepare for our first wild card posture, Cobra pose. Take the hands by the lower ribs, elbows face back, elbows come in towards the spine. And you could take a low cobra pose or come up for a high cobra pose. Soften the buttocks, heart forward, shoulders rest down. And the affirmation for this pose is, I am worthy of love. Melt the heart down and let's take a flow. Take an inhale for high cobra. And as you inhale, think of the affirmation, I am worthy of love. And then exhale down. One more time. Come upright to release and come over the legs. We're going to prepare for our second wild card, restorative posture, gentle open spinal twist. Grab a blanket and fold it up into a square. And then you're going to roll the blanket into a thick, short noodle. If you don't have a blanket, you can always use a towel. And then place your blanket to run horizontally across your mat. This is where the upper back will rest. And then grab a block or a bolster or an extra blanket to go between the legs. Then lie back and then rest the upper back onto your blanket so your shoulders should be touching the ground. Shift onto the left hip, and keeping the legs stacked, you'll send them over to fall towards the left, and place a block, a blanket, or a bolster right between the legs to make sure that the hips surrender and to make sure that you're not holding any tension in the legs. Bring your arms out to a T. Allow the body to release. Breathe deeply. Feel the abdomen rise and fall. We're going to hold this posture for 3 minutes. Use your inhalation to release. Come to center, and we're going to take the spinal twist over to the right. Keeping your prop between the legs, shift onto the right hip, and send the stacked legs over to fall to the right. Open the left arm out. Arms can be in a T or cactus overhead. And as you breathe in this pose and we hold it for 3 minutes, you can keep in mind the restorative benefits of the spinal twist. Not only is it helping you with your digestion and motility, but it helps you to maintain a healthy spine. It gently stretches your chest and your shoulders and your outer hip, and it also helps to relieve lower back pain. Inhale and gently release your spinal twist. Set your props off to the side. Lay flat on the back and draw both knees in towards the chest for wind-relieving pose, Apanasana. Keep the right knee drawn in towards the chest and lengthen out the left leg straight and long. Flex the left toes. Use your exhalations to draw the right knee in closer towards your chest. You're going to release, draw both knees in towards the chest. You can take a little rock from side to side. Release the lower back and the hips. Keep the left knee drawn in towards the chest as you lengthen out the right leg. Soften the upper back and the shoulders. Draw the right knee back in towards the chest and grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet, the soles of the feet together. You can hold it here if this is enough for the hips, or open up into happy baby pose. Relax the shoulders down. Release the lower back, the hips. Allow yourself to breathe deeply. You can hold your happy baby pose in stillness or rock from side to side. We're going to release the legs and we're going to rock and roll back and forth on the spine to come upright. And grab a hold of your blanket again and make your noodle roll a little bit longer this time. And you're going to place it vertically on your mat. We're going to take Malasana. Set the feet out wide, heels in, toes out, and place the heels on your blanket. This raises the heels and makes it easier for the hips to sink down. Sink the hips down, send the knees out wide, and you can place the elbows on the inner knees. Pray your hands come towards your chest and use your elbows to push the knees out wide. You can bring the hands down behind you to release. Come to your easy seated pose. You can use this moment to connect with your body and feel into the body and notice any changes or sensations in the abdomen. Sweep the arms out, around, and up. The palms come to touch overhead and land the palms right at the forehead as a reminder that you are the master of your Zen. Palms come to rest at the lips as a reminder to communicate our truth with authenticity and kindness. Palms come to rest at the heart center as a reminder to know thyself and love thyself. Thank you for practicing with me. Peace and ease to you. If you enjoyed this session and it helped you, please share it with someone that it can help. Subscribe, like the video so that it can circulate, and hit that notification bell so you'll be aware of when I post. Until next time.